Terrifier 2 is insane. With almost 7 times the budget at $250,000, this movie blew it out of the park. So spoilers from here on out. Here's a brief summary of the movie. Art is resurrected from shooting himself in the head. A year passes and it's the day before Halloween. We meet our two main characters, Sienna and Jonathan. Jonathan is her younger brother who is obsessed with Art the Clown, now known as the Miles County Killer. Art is now very supernatural, able to get inside dreams. He also has a little girl with him now, but she's not real, not to most people at least. As time goes on, he starts toying with Sienna and Jonathan, scaring them shitless. Art also kills a few people, but that's to be expected. Eventually, Jonathan gets taken by Art to this closed amusement park, where Art uses his special powers to call Sienna as Jonathan and tell her and her friends to come pick him up. Once they get there, Sienna starts looking around the theme park until she finds a haunted house. She walks through it and eventually finds her friend's dead body and her brother. They both battle Art for a while until they defeat him, decapitating him. The little girl that was with him grabs his head and walks away. Sienna and Jonathan both survive and the movie ends. One thing I didn't mention is the magic powers with the sword and how it brought Sienna back to life. I'm not really sure how it works, but I have a few ideas. Their dad killed himself about 3 months before any of these events. Prior to that, he was drawing Art, seeing things, and was abusive to his family, especially Sienna. This leads me to believe one of two things. Either, somehow, what their dad drew became a reality, which caused him to think he's going crazy and become depressed, that he made these things happen, which could explain how they happened and why they are happening. Or, their dad became Art the Clown. After drawing out these things, becoming mentally ill, and beating his family, he realized that he wanted to become Art. Of course, these aren't the only two options for what could be happening. Although unlikely, their dad could be completely unrelated. I doubt it though. What the spiritual and magic parts of the movie meant are confusing sometimes. I think in Terrifier 3 that it will be explained more than it was in Terrifier 2, seeing how in the first film him being resurrected wasn't really explained at all. Everything to my knowledge was done practically in this movie, and it was so worth it. All of the disgusting gore looked amazing, and the kills were very creative and terrifying. Art the Clown was perfect and the acting was pretty good, a big upstep from the last movie. The story was shaky at times, which is okay. Most people going to watch Terrifier 1 or 2 are going for the kills and gore, not necessarily the story. Overall, I think it was a great movie. I think it was better than the first one in many ways. It still had the memorable kills that the first one was known for, and the story was much better, as in there actually was one. Along with the higher budget, it also looked much better. The sets, the color, and the overall feel of the movie was just really good. I loved this movie if you can't tell, so I think I would probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. Probably in my top 5 movies of the year. But let me know what you think. And what videos do you want me to make in the future? Do you agree with me? Disagree?